is Gary Ablett taking the first game into the goal square. He's actually playing full forward at the moment.
Ling just threw that over the top to Chapman, ran into Bauer. Stevens trying to drive them, the Blues. Ablett shot it to Simpson, tapped it clear after the fumble. Kelly should mop it up.
Ablett. Brilliant Ablett from the congestion. He was the one that snuffled it. He took his man up into the congestion. And there's a little bit of a stink on down the other end. They were trying to just argue about who actually created the goal, whether it was Simpson with his palm out or Ablett or even Kelly, who's sticking around the corner.
For the second time, Brett Thornton's in all amongst it. He's playing
angry at the moment. Angry last week. He's angry this week. If he keeps it up, he's going to have a great year.
Another player after the goal sits down. Fracas in the meantime. The margin out to 29 points. The biggest margin of the game. The Blues on the ropes. And the ball up. Cruz, a very good knock. The umpire even liked it. Russell's handball after getting it from Hadley, not good. They make amends, Armfield. And now Fisher with the drop. Uses the body. Played by Moles. Fisher dragged down by Moles. Milburn. Varco. Milburn. Shepherd from West is good, and Varco's away. It released him. Ablett calling for it. Can't get it. Can't beat the two.
That's a classic case of star attraction. Gary Ablett leading at the ball. Ooh. He's got an opponent right on his handle. We see a free kick here against Brett Thornton. We've spoken about that a number of times. It's one thing to play aggressive, but you've got to keep it in check, and it's cost them possession.
Steve Johnson sucked them in. Rourke flies outreached and tackled and dumped by Bentley. Ball pops clear. Ellard wide. Ablett stole it back again. Gets around Thornton, has a bounce. He's hunted down by Joseph. Gone out of bounds. Ball in.
I'll say this for Aaron Joseph. He's got some toe. He's quick.
He's quick.
He ran Gary Ablett down, and again Brett Thornton in his face, giving him a scrape. But just finishing what I was saying before, Travis Varco, he kicked to Gary Ablett because he let it in. It was the wrong option. He had to come inboard. He had loose players everywhere.
Thornton dragged down. Ablett still in the heat of the kitchen. And once again, Ellard, Joseph, they're all there.
Not far from
inexperienced Blues.
It's going to boil over. Brett Thornton's in it again.
Umpire pulls it up in the meantime. Laidler kept his eye on the ball. Steve Johnson drops back. Outmarked though.
Yeah, he ran across the mark. Ran across the mark, Steve Johnson. It's on behind play. A little bit of push and shove between Ablett and Joseph.
It's hard to know where to watch at the moment, but the Blues not necessarily out of it yet.
And I've said a couple of times that Brett Thornton's in everything. I'm not suggesting he's starting everything, but if there's push and shove there, he's certainly not going to take a backward step, Brett Thornton.
He hasn't knocked back an invitation tonight.
No. His dance card's full, isn't it?
Brown got it from Russell. Kicks it long. Fisher the target. Yaron collects. Takes on McKenna. Sneaky little bounce. Fisher. High kick and hope. Hampson got hands to it but couldn't complete it. Out of play.
Down on the boundary line, Luke Colbert, she's warmed up right in front of you.
Yeah, it's all happening, Jared. As you pointed out, Brett Thornton, but he's actually helping out young Joseph because Johnson and Ablett have been trying to terrorise Joseph early.
Outside of the foot, Grigg with the snap against the flow.
Jared, I reckon a lot of people, when they saw the lineups that were going to take place tonight, thought massive blowout coming. But Carlton, they haven't laid down at any stage of the game. They haven't had anywhere near the possession that Geelong's had. In fact, Geelong have had 90 more touches for the game thus far, but they continue to chip away, and some very good signs.
Certainly those that are playing are doing themselves proud at the present time. Their intensity has been superb. The coach will be pleased.
Known mainly as the tagger. But the red goal, Sean Grigg, 20 games last year, good season.
And his 18 possessions, the most of any Carlton player on the ground.
And the belief for the Blues continues to grow. West with the big thump. Bauer slips it to Anderson. They're away again. Cloak, will he really have to motor here? He got manhandled, but he gets the free.
Quick kick in, put plenty of pressure on the back line. And it drew the free kick for Cameron Cloak. Just needs to go back and slot it.
Yeah.
And the pressure builds on the Cats.
And that's going to happen. We mentioned Matty Scarlett sitting down for the second half. It forced Taylor back onto Hampson, and he's giving away a lot of height. Darren Milburn, who's now had to go back onto Cameron Cloak. But as you say, Jared, just go back, kick the goal, get it back to a pretty attainable margin. Yeah, an attainable margin.
He's already got one. To slice it back to 17 points. That's what he has ahead. Nice off the boot. That's a gem. Don't give up on the Blues just yet.
I'll put a smile on the face of Cameron Cloak because he was a little bit upset last time he got caught with the ball. He copped a bit of ribbing from a couple of Geelong players, wanted to go on with it. Best way to answer it, get involved in the play. You could just see the right hand taken out by Darren Milburn. Made the most of it, made sure that the umpire saw it. I don't think Darren Milburn's too happy with the decision, and a bit of a grin there. Players sharing a laugh.
Nice to see the friendly chat.
Ablett into the middle. Cats just need to settle down a little bit here, and looks like he's going to play wide of Nick Stevens.
They left Jimmy Bartell out at the last minute. The Cats thought they could do without him. Cruiser tried to follow up his work. Stokes steals to Corey, Burns, and now Hunt peeling off from half-back. Low trajectory kick, Thornton, who's been the thorn. And now Yaron, who's been a live wire in this turn, kick smothered by Hunt.
Great smother from Hunt too, Dwayne, because they had three loose players on the wing, including Jordan Russell and Nick Stevens. They were away, the Blues.
He could be a good pickup. Chris Yaron, Otten's down.
He's followed him in the midfield too, Joseph. He's followed Ablett into the midfield. He's playing on him from start to finish.
Sean Grigg looked up and said, hey, it's mine. Paul Bauer's not here. Speaking of Bauer, there he is. This will be play on as well. Jamison gets there to collect.
Hadley's just come off the bench. He's ignored him.
He's gone very, very wide, and out of play is a win for David Johnson. See Stephen Brown across the line.
Bit of work there on the bench. The interchange steward for Carlton doing a good job making sure there's no transgressions. Just holding Eddie Betts back.
It's the only bloke who's been able to catch Eddie Betts tonight, the interchange steward, from the ball in. Good palm down Jacobs, Grigg, Jacobs, Stevens, in traffic, tight, Armfield lays the tackle on Ling, hands out to Milburn, and now Steve Johnson. What can he conjure here? He can't get anywhere near it. Bauer.
Big interchange, Ablett off, Ling on, as we just saw him get that possession, but it's their forward line that's breaking down at the moment, Jason, Geelong.
Thornton back to Bauer. Inboard. You heard umpire quizzing. Is it 20? Chris Johnson.
Well, the only one that looks likely up there is Steve Johnson. We've mentioned Tom Hawkins, we've mentioned Tom Lonergan, Travis Varco, a number of players. Chikura's up there now. They're all trying to cement the spot, but no one's looking like doing that at the moment for the Cats.
Chapman thumbs it back. Steve Johnson, early fly, illegal fly. But he's a little rusty, as you heard the umpire say. Unrealistic. But
is anything for Steve Johnson unrealistic?
Very good point you make, Jason.
Some players, I think, can aspire to more special things than others.
Bauer didn't have to go there. No one was coming at him. The umpire almost talked him into it. Milburn with the fist. Hampson wants to throw a palm pass, flick pass. Stevens eluded everyone, including the boundary. Cloak, good opportunity here. Bedley, he can finish. Sends it long, goal square. Almost it is a mark. On the line. So Wiggins on the line to kick the goal to keep the Blues driving towards this Geelong lead, which stands right now at 17. Never in doubt from there, and it's back to 11.
He was outnumbered deep in defence, Josh Hunt, but he didn't track the ball. He was worried about trying to make contact with whoever was around. We see the long ball come in. Josh Hunt's following back with his opponent.